What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone on the Sunday, the day after. I was gonna say a defeat. We didn't lose. It's 1-1, a 2-2 against Verona, excuse me. But it feels like a defeat, as it felt like a defeat against Udinese, and Empoli. Actually, against Udinese was a defeat. But we're gonna talk about celebrating second place, apparently, and the risks that come with actually hyping should have said hyping up, like praising finishing second for some reason. So that's what we're going to talk about in this one. But before we get into it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and let's jump straight into pack one. Okay, so actually pre-game Allegri spoke about it's it's good that a club like Juve qualifies for 11 years straight for the Champions League, and it was the day before the game, and I was like, I'm not really gonna talk about, but that gave me Arsene Wenger last 10 years or something at Arsenal vibes, where fans were just, oh, focus from the camera is gone. Let me see. That's not good. And the focus is back. Excuse me for that. But that gave me that type of vibes. It gave me those type of vibes where, for some reason, a lot of even Arsenal fans believe up to a certain point when they were like, now it's enough, believe that getting top four is some sort of trophy. If you rate the squad or you do not rate the squad, you can go either way, whatever. It's better than a lot of teams in the league. You're just gonna finish top four. If you don't finish top four, then you're probably not gonna get a job anywhere near soon, because that team is good enough just to stroll into top four. So it's like, that's weird to say that. What I also find weird is every single game, post game, win or result, if or not win, if you need to come out being a coach of Juve, and every time you need to say top four, second place will be achievement, something is wrong. Because if you need to repeat that for yourself every single week, deep down inside, it's wrong. Deep down inside, you're probably not doing the job you should be doing. Because, again, nobody was saying you need to win the Scudetto this season. Not me. I don't think any fan was saying that at the start of the season, you need to win it. I don't think anyone was saying that. Even midway through the season, most of the fans were saying you still need, like, if you don't win it, that's not the issue. Improvement is the big time issue. Post game, he went on a complete weird rant about second place will be extraordinary. It will be an amazing result. It will be not. Like, it will be like, this is Juve. Again, it's silly that I need to repeat myself. Finishing second is nothing. It means nothing. Nobody's gonna remember that next season. The moment the season ends and you didn't win, it's done. You forget about that. This is what this club is all about: winning. And when people, we're winning. We're winning games. We're not winning trophies. That's the issue. We don't look like we're gonna get anywhere near close to that anytime soon. 3 years into the job, and the improvement has been, it's not been there. Like, I want to be nice. It's not been there. And then post game he says, "Oh, formation, it doesn't really matter. It's about, I do want to say that. Like, it's not like formation. It doesn't depend on formation things. It depends on being together, sticking together." I'm like, that's a flat out lie. Then why are we paying coaches? Why are some coaches being viewed as top coaches? Why are some coaches getting top money, him included? Because coaching does matter. Formations do matter. Sticking together and run like he speaks is the most basic thing ever. That goes hand in hand with, like, that's just normal. A team giving it all, giving them all, giving its all. That's just basic. Like, there's nothing to praise about. There's nothing to coach. Like, if you have an issue implementing that in the team, then oh boy. When he says formation doesn't matter, it does. Like, come on. Like, let's not kid ourselves. And that's a problem. Like, if you're a board member, or if you Juntuli or whatever, and you're sitting there and you hear these things, you should be getting extremely worried, because mental collapses in this club have been happening for so long, and We change certain players. That is not helping. There's only one consistent here. There's no, like, you cannot sit there, especially after the Verona game. You can include other games as well, but let's take Verona because that happened yesterday. And you cannot sit there and say it's because of the quality of the players that we do not win that game. Because if you do that, we have a massive issue. Like, we do have a massive issue because that team is more than good enough to beat Verona without a single issue. That team that was out there should have gotten the job done without a single problem at all. We got a point with 2 shots on target, basically. We got lucky again. Like, we got absolutely lucky. I think we had 2 shots on target. I cannot. Did we had another shot on target? I'm not so sure. I know Verona had a bunch of them. You know, they should have gone up 2-0, you know, straight after the 1-0. If only they had some better players. That's the issue. Like, the issue is we look like Verona, and Verona didn't look like Verona should be looking like. And post game, he can say whatever he wants. It's getting ridiculous. Oh, coaches say, you know, what else do you need to say? Blame yourself. He never, like, if we don't win, it's a young team, it's the youngsters. And then he says, this is a good point. This gives us confidence to pick up more points away from home. That's embarrassing. Like, if we, let's say we were winning stuff, and Inzaghi, Inter were in our position, and Inzaghi was coming out with these type of quotes every single week, we all of us will be making fun of Inzaghi because we will be saying, wow, you guys are falling down very low. You have fallen down very far. You've come down, you dropped off massively because, hey, it's still Inter, and you're talking about celebrating second place, talking about Grinta and whatever, and formation don't matter. Like, all these things, we will be making fun of Inter. Like, they're making fun of us, and they should, by the way, because we will be doing the same thing. There is a massive issue at this club. 3 years in, no improvement at all. Nothing. And I don't care about points because points are not winning us anything. So at that point, at that stage, you need improvement. Because again, I can accept you're not beating this Inter side with this team. I get that 100%. I never claim we should. However, we should be looking in year 3, we should be looking better. We should be looking like a team with clear ideas. We don't have clear ideas. If one player is missing, it completely falls apart, whatever we have left. We do. We're chasing a game against a relegation side, and he brings in Chiesa and he keeps on Yildiz. I'm like, oh my God, for 10 freaking minutes, and then he gets out Vlahovic and brings in Milik when we're chasing a game instead of just chucking in attackers. Oh, it's not about you were not going to win that game the way we were playing. Like, it was just not going to happen. Like, come on. We've done that against Empoli. We've done it against Udinese. How many times are we going to do that? It was not going to happen. So what is there to lose at this moment in time? It's so strange. It's so weird. And like, the media is still like Tuttosport. I don't want to talk about Tuttosport because that's embarrassing. You know, they were talking about, oh, fans are being too harsh on Allegri, and it's too much. It's not fair. It's fair. He's on 9 million euros. It's a lot fair. What's not fair is those guys putting Vlahovic on the front page in December saying, hey, buddy, you're missing. And then yesterday, putting him on the front page, asking him, can you help Juve? You know how shocking that is? Because they are doing the same things. And then they're complaining, the director of Tuttosport, complaining that Allegri is getting slated for doing his job. Again, winning, fine. It's still about winning, but I have accepted that we're not going to beat this Inter side with that team. However, he makes it look like he is coaching Verona, and he's not. He's not coaching Verona or one of those teams, or Fiorentina for that matter, whatever. He's not coaching those teams. And for me, it's becoming an issue when every post game or pre game I need to hear top 4 and Champions League and second place. When I need to hear that every single day, it's too much. At what point you're like, yeah, you're gonna get top four. Stop flexing it. Like you should be getting top four. That should not be the. You made top four last season with all the issues that you have. You made it. The year before that, Pirlo scraped it as a first team coach. Whatever. Like you should be making top four. Have you looked at who you're competing? With all due respect, have you looked with who you're competing for top four? And you're telling me I need to sit here and say, oh my God, what an achievement. Absolute rubbish. I'm not gonna do that. Anyone can make that up for himself, make that out for himself. But the moment I start doing that is the moment I lose every single respect I have for this club. And this club is all about winning. They're not winning, and it's not looking like they actually want to win at this stage. It doesn't. However, next couple of months will say a lot which direction this club wants to go in, and which decisions they're gonna make. So it's waiting now. It's getting through the motion. At this point, looking behind you. We shouldn't be looking behind you. I'm not gonna look behind me because he should be getting the job done, top four. But it's a big worry at this moment in time. So yeah, that's it for me. This one kept it calm because it's kind of the same all over again. Um, and I don't see how it's gonna change from now until the end of the season. But I will be live again today with some members to talk about the game. So stay tuned for that one, and I will see you guys later. Ciao.